Awesome. Hey, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the rain. Welcome to
Right.
this week's Advent Member Talks. My name is Sam. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm the Director of Member Experience here at Advent Coworking, where I currently am sitting in our fishbowl in front of this beautiful artwork by Nico. We love this event over here at Advent. Y'all know it. We're a creative co-working space, event space, yoga studio, podcast studio, art gallery. Thank you to Janelle Logan for all this beautiful art. But most importantly, we're a community. We love getting to bring our members together, hear all of their knowledge and skills, and promote them on our socials. So if you're an Advent member, you haven't signed up for a talk yet, let's get you signed up. And I'm so pumped that we have Ohavia with us. As y'all know, also, Ohavia hosts our quarterly event, F Up Level Up. So she's bringing it close and personal for us today. So I'm gonna hand it over to you, Ohavia. And if anyone has any questions, go ahead, type those into the comments. We'll make sure to do some Q&A at the end. Thanks, Ohavia.
Thanks so much, Sam. What's up, family? First of all, shout out to my Advent family. I love me some Sam, Kevin, Charlotte, all of y'all, but also shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for pulling up on us. Sort of kind of evening, midday. I hope you're safe because apparently I was supposed to build an ark. Okay. All of this rain. I was talking to Sam about it. We're not going to talk about it. But friends, I am so very excited. Today we're going to talk about basically my entrepreneurial F-ups, which were plenty, like a whole lot plenty. And so this Thursday, actually, May 6th, will make 3 years that the Osho LLC has been a business. So I love my small business. I'm very proud of just all the things. And, I share with you all on social media all the wins that we have with a few on the way. Can't wait to share. But literally for about the first 2 years when I was in business, I was just taking notes about all of my F-ups, y'all. I'm not even going to lie. Literally for the first 2 years, just taking notes where I was effing up, trial and error, where I was running out of money quick. It was a serious situation. And so today, friends, I'm literally going to share with you all the 4 O's to make sure that you always grow in business, in wanting to do clientele work. If you want to do anything in the social media space, wherever you are, wherever you fall, literally, this is 2 years worth of like learning, trial and error. And I just want to give free game to my Advent family. Is that okay? So let's do it. Also, please feel free to drop all your questions. I want to answer all of them. And I want to be very clear. I am the farthest thing from like the poster child for a perfect business, but we're doing pretty well. 3 years in, and I just want to share for whoever want to listen. Okay, family, so let's get it. So the 4 O's to always grow, whether it's small business, whatever you want to do. So listen, real quick, I want to give a shout out to May. May is a small business month. So shout out to all of the small businesses. It's going to be May. I'm sorry, I had to do it, Sam. But literally, May is small business month. And what better time to have this talk with you all? So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the ups, the downs, the all arounds, but especially the 4 O's to make sure that you always grow in your business. Let's get it. So one thing that I learned in the first year of the Osho LLC was the first O is you have to be open. Okay, friends, family, y'all got to be open to change. Okay. So when I say open, here's what I mean. 1, you have to be open to the changing of the times. You have to be willing to pivot daily with your business, your brand, or your idea. And you definitely have to be willing to stay virtually relevant and personally prevalent. So let's get into each of those. So the first one is very obvious. Listen, you have to be open to changing of the times. How your business is going to start in year 1 compared to year 2 and 3 is going to be completely different. You're going to learn a lot. You may build some acumen. You're going to learn from other people. You're going to develop mentors, right? That's what I love about the Advent family. You're going to be able to engulf yourself in a community of people who can not only help you build your business, but also they can tell you where you can tweak some things, right? Another thing is you got to pivot daily with your business or brand idea. Y'all, if I told you how many times I changed the name of different projects I was working on, even the name of my LLC, we will be here a minute. Don't tell nobody. But you have to be open to those things because literally that's what builds not only a good leader, CEO and founder, but it builds a better brain. It builds that business acumen. You have to leave yourself completely open to pivoting with whatever idea that you have. Don't marry something as soon as you feel it. Don't be so committed to it as soon as you write it on paper. Listen, leave yourself open because again, if you are in the business of servicing other people, or maybe you're in the business of, learning people, wanting to help people with their businesses, you have to leave yourself open to change. It happens. And the last thing is, literally, friends, you have to leave yourself virtually relevant but personally prevalent. And here's what I mean by that. Virtual relevance is, but not limited to, emailing. How do you correspond with people about your business? Are you a timely emailer, right? Networking. Now, I'm not going to hold y'all. Networking is the one term for me. I'm always like, and it's not a lot of terms that make me go, but this one is, Networking is one of the things where it's so loaded, right? So is it a soiree? Is it a virtual mixer? What does networking look like? Well, in my humble opinion, to me, networking is whatever you want it to be, right? So every time I leave my home, I'm networking, right? Whether I'm at a coffee house and I see all of my beautiful friends here in Charlotte, or even if I go out of town, I don't make it something that's sticky and weird and, hey, take my business card. But networking is just literally embodying your brand, whether you're wearing a t-shirt or whether you're just out and about and just watching, right? Watching where your service can be used, but most importantly, watching what you can learn from the environments that you frequent, right? So it's emailing, it's network. Another thing is it's building relationships. I don't know who needs to hear this, but cold DMs, throw it out. Okay, we're taking the trash out. No more cold DMing, no more cold calling, no more cold texting, all the things. It's very important to develop your relationships. Take the time, brick by brick, to build your relationships, get to know people. A lot of times we get caught up in who people are and what the, communities and all the things say people are, but it's so important that you take the time to make sure, hey, yeah, this person is awesome, but does this align? Hey, this person is fantastic, but will this partnership and collaboration make sense? So it is so important, friends, that you understand that this relationship building, it is a marathon. The marathon always continues, and it's important that you lay brick by brick, okay? The next way that you can stay virtually relevant is consistent content. Consistency is my middle name. It's Ohavia Consistency Phillips, okay? And that's one thing that I will definitely say that has helped the O Show not only grow, but definitely thrive and create sustainable events, sustainable ideas, and definitely things that continue to garner a lot of support and traction. It's this idea that you got to remain consistent. So ask yourself, what is your content? And then the second most important question is, how can I commit to bringing this content to those who want to support all the time, right? And this is where you got to have a heart to heart with yourself, is how often do I want to bring this content? How often do I want to talk to these clients? How often do I want to lend my time to, emailing people, getting to know? What time am I willing to build in to network my way? These are all important because a lot of times we're told to do it a certain way, but that's only the mathematics for the person who created it. So it's important for you to realize, okay, what do I want to do and how does this make sense? And the last thing too, when we talk staying virtually relevant, you have to refine your look. And I'm not talking about the outside, right? When we talk look, the outside is actually the last part in entrepreneurship, in ownership, in business, all the things. I'm not talking about refining your look so much on the outside, but on the inside. How do you handle money? Do you need a mentor? Do you need somebody to kind of tweak some things within your business, right? How are your partnerships, your collaborations? Do you keep your promises? Or maybe you're on the other end of the spectrum where it's, I want to get to know people. Oh, I wish I was in a room where I could talk to some people, building that community. These are all things that you can do when we talk refining the look. It's constantly keeping yourself in a position to know people, get to know people, but most importantly, understand yourself. Okay, friends? So that was the first O. It's staying open. Listen, keep it open. The second O is offer. So here's why I love this O, is because one thing that I learned with the O Show first 2 years in business is I had to ask myself, what is it that I'm offering? And I want to be clear, not what you're selling, but what is it that you're offering, right? We get the two mixed up. There's a lot of things that don't always have to be monetized. Some things you have to just go in communities, get to know people, but ask yourself, how does my business, my brand, this idea that I have, what am I offering? And that's what I had to learn the first 2 years with the O Show is, why are you here? Oh, okay, positivity. Now what, right? So when I say offering, it's listening to your audience, listening to your clients, listening to the community. So take polls, live Q&As, or asking them straight up in person, emailing, calling. I do believe there is a couth that you have to have when you talk to people, right? So don't just DM, say, and if you must DM, because that's the only way you can get in touch with people, say, hello, my name is so-and-so. I'm very interested in what you're doing. I would love to not only get to know you, but your business and hear your why. People love that because they love talking about the heartbeat of what they do. So literally asking, emailing, but also being proper about how you approach people. Because remember, everybody's in business in a different way, right? The timeline for people being in business is different on different wavelengths. So it's important to understand and respect people's seasons, but also what they would be willing to give you, okay? So that's listening to your audience. Another thing is asking yourself straight up, what am I giving away? What service am I offering? What am I willing to maintain? But also, and especially, how can I make money? That's cool. But also, in me making money, how can I make sure that the people I'm servicing are being reached and their needs are being met? And this is where a lot of small businesses kind of forget, right? It's not just you're creating products and ideas and all this thing, and you're pushing it out and pushing it out, trying to hit a lick, get a bag, get some money. But it's also important to understand, listen, what problem are you solving? Right? Or how do you speak on a problem? How do you speak towards a problem? Listen, this is a transaction. And a lot of times what I had to learn, especially with the O Show early on, is it's not this idea that I'm going to create t-shirts and masks and mugs and pins. And here you go, guys, buy it. No, 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 no. It needs to make sense. What does your community need? What does your audience need? All of those things will not only help you refine what you can sell, but especially what you can offer. Right? What if people don't drink coffee and you sit up here making 100 mugs? What if people don't like to write and you sit up here making pens? You need to get the pulse of the people you're servicing so it can be transactional, right? It's so important that it goes both ways. So that's the second O, is offer. So the first is open and the second is offer. Okay, family, you with me? We still here? Let's get it. Okay, the third O is onboarding. I don't know who need to hear this, but small businesses, I get it. You know, the first year you in business, it's like, who can I pay to do what? And for a lot of small businesses, I know for me, especially with the O Show, I was the emailer, I was the booker, I was the one who created my own website, I was running my social media. It was a lot, right? But around year 2, it got to a point where I was like, I can't carry this. This is getting real heavy. And now in year 3, coming up on Thursday, it's like, wait a minute, no, I really need help. This thing is scaling and it's expanding and it's doing well. So now it's time. And full transparency, friends, to show you that, listen, there's nothing to hide. And the more we have these conversations, the better we all become. Full transparency for the O Show LLC in particular, when the Blumenthal came and picked up the O Show, it was amazing. But you know what made it really amazing is the Blumenthal gave me a team. So we had a production team, we had an administrative team. These were people who were not only committed to helping the O Show be fantastic, but especially the behind the scenes, making sure that those things were tight and making sure that everything was proper before it was sent out and shared with the world, right? So in full transparency, the reason I share that is because a lot of times the small businesses, in the beginning, it is just you, but never be afraid to number 3, onboard. So what does that look like, right? So maybe you're like me and you're in year 3 and you're thriving and you're soaring. I wish I could say I was thriving and soaring. I mean, I am, but I'm saying there's always more to learn. We're a student to the game, right? Maybe you're in year 2, maybe you're in year 1, or maybe you just want to create an LLC. Here's what I mean by onboarding. Pay people who will help you maintain your quality. Okay. And when I say pay people, currency looks a lot different nowadays. I've been blessed to pay in social currency. So I was doing shout outs on social media, right? I've been blessed to do word of mouth currency. So telling people, listen, thank you so much for helping me with this. I'm going to get your name to everybody. And I was able to take that business or that name, form it in an email and send it out to the amazing familia, right? So it's understand that you're going to have to eventually reach a point where you got to pay people who will help you maintain your quality. So this is investing in a team, right? Or just investing in people who are smarter than you in that area. And I want to be very clear. When I say smart, it's like they're not some expert and genius, and we're not demeaning what you know or don't know. When I say smart, it's staffing your weakness. Right? It's SWOT analysis. It's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats within the business. So when I say staff and weakness, it's not that you're weak. It's not that you're dumb. It's not that you don't understand, but more so, if you are developing your LLC, your business brand idea, you're going to need people, friends, who are going to have to tweak some things, right? Because again, we're so used to doing everything by ourselves that all we have is like a one-to-one view. Sometimes you just need one person, y'all, hear me, because I'm telling on myself. Sometimes you just need that one person that can give you that bird's eye view, who can say, okay, you know what? This is cool, but here's how we can expand, scale, and make it better, okay? So that is investing. Also, I get it. Listen, when the O Show LLC was first born on May 6, 2019, 2018, 2019, I didn't have no money saved up. So I know what it's like. I didn't have no money saved up. I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't even have a mentor. I literally just quit my full-time job in TV news to form the O Show LLC. So when I say invest, investing for those first year, second year businesses can look really different. So let me share some things that help me. When I say invest, it's putting money aside, right? So for those who know Ohavia, you've been following my journey. I've worked at 2 coffee houses here in the Charlotte area, and I'm not ashamed about it. I share often, and play around with me. I might go back, right? But the reason why I bring that up is because it's so important to understand that as you are the CEO, founder, administrative person, email person, all the things, sometimes you have to get used to putting your money aside and just doing things in payment plans. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You know what the end goal is. So do what you got to do to make sure that your business is sustainable, that you're not going in the red. Shoot, that you're not going in a direction financially that you didn't intend to go, but especially that you're not using your personal finances to do something that you love to do. Eventually, that switch is going to happen. So investment looks like, listen, some good old school hustle. I worked at 2 coffee houses, put my money aside, and I did things in payment plans. But those things built acumen in showing me delayed gratification, right? There are some things that you can't build quickly, so you take your time to build it, but especially when you're putting the money behind it, that appreciation just hits different. The appreciation hits different. Seeing how it thrives and grows hits different. So just remember, friends, don't feel embarrassed by that. Do what you got to do to make sure that your business is sustainable. That is the word of the day, sustainable. Say with me in the comments, sustainable. Thank you so much. Love you guys. All right. And also, I want to get into a little deeper what I mean by currency. So I spoke earlier to social currency, and that is heavy currency, right? I want to be clear. Shout outs, promotions, using your platforms to pay via stamp of approval, using your platforms with purpose to shout out businesses that have helped you. Listen, why I love being a small business is I have been so blessed to be connected to the best people here in Charlotte. I'm not lying. How do kids say? That's no cap. I literally know the best people. Advent is one of my family members. I don't call anybody like if I call you family, period. So I'm blessed to be connected to Advent, but Advent is one of many. And I'm so blessed because this is important, friends. Social currency is a thing. Building those relationships, doing shout outs, listen, helping them when they need help, whoever your them is, right? Pulling up for them when they need you, but also working together in collaboration, in partnership. How can my business help you? And how can we help one another, right? So I just want you all to remember, whether you're in first or second year, maybe you're in third year like me, or maybe you don't have a business, but you want this free game, I got you. Listen, you're going to use your platform to pay a lot of times because, again, if it makes sense and it aligns, why not? And just remember to always give people their shout outs. Remember to always tag people. Remember to always give people their kudos, especially the ones that helped you when you were building. Okay. So that's the third one. So first we had open. Second, we had offer. And third, we have onboard. Fourth and final, familia. Fourth is online. Okay. No, it's not fashion over online shopping. No, for my guys, it's not your favorite boots. It's not your favorite. When I say fourth for online, it's being online and being present every day. Now, there are some people who would say, okay, Ohavia, that's cool, but like, do I really need to be online with my business? And I would say, well, yes, right? Because here's the thing. Online is literally a free platform where you can not only get the word out about your business and what you do, but even more importantly, it's free. It's free, right? So it's a free resume. It's a free portfolio. It offers you this platform where you can not only showcase what you have if you work in media or in the creative space, but also where people can get to know you. So yes, you do need to be online. So what does that look like? It's being online consistently, free marketing, right? Taking advantage of the free marketing while a lot of these apps are free. Say one day Instagram decides to charge. Listen, what were you doing before then to ensure that your business was getting out? Okay. So it's free marketing, free promoting, free branding, and there's a lot of opportunities to post and promote your business, brand or idea, so people can get to know you, okay? So listen, even though online is the one that tends to be tricky, because I know not all businesses are like mine, where it's media and, talking, speaking, and all the things, but I really beckon you to hear me when I say online is one of the things that can really take your business to another level. You can control what you want to show. And when you show up authentically, people feel that, okay? So for all my people who are kind of on the fence about online, the goal is just to find a voice that makes sense, find a voice that's authentic to you, and go ahead and push it out to those community, that family that you're building, the supporters, because listen, it can definitely take your business to another level, okay? So friends, that's all I got. Listen, I'm celebrating the O Show LLC turning 3 years old on May 6th. And these are all the things that I literally was learning in 2 years. I condensed it some because we would be here a while. But literally, I just wanted to come on share some free game, and encourage you all. Listen, there's going to be a lot of entrepreneurial F-ups, okay? There's going to be a ton. I'm still learning. There's trial and error. There's a lot of things you're still going to learn, but it's important for you to understand that, listen, this is a marathon. If you believe in it, it's going to believe back in you and it'll sustain, but you're definitely going to have to put the work in, make investments. There is no cutting around that, okay? You're going to have to invest. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to get mentors. I just graduated from a business cohort. Listen, I'm fully prepared to do that more than once, because when you believe in your business, but especially when you know what it needs, you have to go out and get it, okay? So family, I love y'all. I hope I helped. Sam, how did I do? I was just giving free game.
You did so good. I love the energy. I love y'all. Ohavia is like the best. Okay.
I love y'all. I love giving free game, Sam. It's just,
it's so appreciated. It's so appreciated. And like, that's like what the quarterly event's all about, like F up, level up, you know, it's okay. We all like make these mistakes, and entrepreneurship is so challenging, and it really means a lot to a lot of folks to know, okay, I'm not alone in this journey, because no one's alone.
Nobody.
You know?
Literally, we're not on an island. And that's what I love about events. Shameless plug, but actually, literally, that's what I love about our F Up Level Up talks at Advent, is because when you're in a community where people are sharing these things, now you begin to feel inspired and it helps you keep going. So I would heavily, I'm gonna add that. I don't know what that would be, but okay, let's call it community. You see what I did there? But I would definitely add community to like things like Advent, you know, the mastermind groups, whatever your thing is, the talks, the business cohorts, like the one I graduated from. Get into those communities, because it can help you when things get a little rocky.
Yes. Thanks for that. Look, Madison Anderson is coming through in the comments with these questions, and we also have some in the DM too. So I'm gonna try and ask as many as possible, but then Ohavia, maybe if you have time later, you want to hop in the comments.
Let's do it.
We probably won't get to all of them. Most importantly, when is the next O show? Tell the people.
Okay, guys, so I can't give you the date just yet, but please hear me when I say this show is going to be so amazing. And I'm so excited, and I can't give anything away yet because we got to finalize some things. But y'all, as soon as I know when the next O show is, y'all know me, I share everything. I'm put it on all the platforms, and I want all y'all to pull up with your masks. But we're going to work it out where we can have some people pull up. If y'all down,
what are your handles on your platforms? How can folks follow you?
Yes, family. So you can follow me at Ohavia Phillips. That's on all the social media platforms, OHAVIAPHILLIPS. And on Instagram, it's at The O Show Live. Definitely follow at The O Show Live, because that's where all the updates about future live shows, some important conversations, all the goodness is coming up. That's where it will be. So yeah, those two, very active, very active.
Awesome. I just put those into the comments. Okay, so when you're not working on the O Show, what are you up to? What are you doing? Is it other work, or just also in general, like your free time? What are your other passions?
Yes. So when I'm not working on the O Show, y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, my favorite thing to do is to work out. I am the Ohavia, the Ominator. Okay. I am the Terminator, but it's Ohavia. I love to work out because, again, that's another part of entrepreneurship. There's a lot of frustration that comes with it. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of learning, and I have a lot of energy. So I had to learn, especially amid the pandemic, I have to release energy because I have so much in me. Like right now I'm on 1,000 for no reason. Just on 1,000. So working out is definitely my go-to. I love museums, y'all. So for me, it's definitely a trip to the Gantt Center, or any museum for that matter. Pulling up to Camp North End to see the homies. I need that release. I need to be around just cool people who create all the time. Sometimes I pull up on Sam at Advent.
Not enough.
Right. Not enough. I need to do it. Well, I'm gonna do it. Remember, I had COVID, but we out here. That was 2 months ago. We're back. But literally, like pulling up. Just in creative spaces, y'all. The other day I was at Not Just Coffee. So I'm just naming a few businesses that I frequent because I just want to show y'all the essence of, I don't work all day. Because if that was the case, I would not be this sweet little baby. Okay. So listen, you got to know when to tap out. So those are just some of the fun things that I do. Coffee is my love language. Give me coffee, give me people, give me creative ideas. Yeah. So yeah, those tend to be mine.
I'm gonna take one more for Madison, and I'm gonna hop into the DM. So did you receive any criticism for leaving corporate America?
Oh yeah. Y'all, when I left Spectrum News back in 2018, October 8th, 2018, criticism, first of all, that word isn't even like it enough. I mean, people were calling me dumb. They were calling me stupid. People were saying like, you will never work in media. Like this was your one big break and you ruined it. When I tell you I've heard it all and I honestly stepped on it all. Obviously we're thriving. I'm so blessed to say like I'm minding my business and my business is thriving. So for those who are like going back and forth about, corporate America, but especially the backlash from it, listen, just be a G about it, right? And when I say be a G about it, literally, that's just a colloquialism for be real. If you want to leave, but you believe in your dream, your business, your brand and idea, that's all you need, right? And so, even though it took me about 2 to 3 years to show people, not I hire, that's harsh, but like did it, your time can be shorter, right? And I think another important part too, Sam, you inspired this out of this question is don't let nobody put a timeline on you. Right? This is a marathon. We are building a whole live business. It's not, you get your LLC and it's like, okay, no, there's LLC maintenance fees. Okay. There's financial goals that you have to meet. There's taxes you have to file. These are things that people forget. They think they get the LLC and it's like, oh, that's cool. No, there's also a level of stewardship that comes with it. So got a lot of backlash, but look at me now.
They were wrong.
Look at me now.
Look.
God is good.
So let's go look at this, one of your O's here, online.
Yes.
So kind of two questions going to maybe tie together just a little bit, just for time. So one, like, if you only have capacity to be online, like on one platform, what's the best platform that you think folks should use?
Oh, yes. So I will say this, and I love this question. So because me personally for the O Show early on, like year one, I noticed that Instagram was my platform and I just worked it. I just worked it. And I showed up every day. So to answer the question though, honestly, that would depend on your supporters, your family, the community that you're building. Because what I find is now the O Show LLC is actually growing a huge presence on LinkedIn. And it was so weird how it happened. I was like, oh, wow, where all these numbers and views come from? So I think it's asking yourself currently in this season, where can you commit to, but where's the most traction, right? So when I say where's the most traction, where are the most likes coming in, comments, engagement, reposts and shares for you coming in. For a lot of people, that's not Instagram. Let's be real. For some people, it's Twitter. Listen, shout out to all my tweet people. I have a lot of homies who are mean with the tweet. Like they just so nice with it. That's not Ohavia. Like I like my pictures, right? Maybe you're a LinkedIn person, maybe you're Pinterest, maybe you're Clubhouse. I mean, we will be here all day, but I think the most important thing is to understand and ask where you see in the most movement. Listen, lean on there, stay there and just show up consistent every day and watch those numbers grow. It's brick by brick, but watch them grow for real.
Absolutely. And when you are online, when you are like communicating, what you have to offer to your audience.
Yes.
Any tips for like how to communicate what you're offering without doing a hard sell?
Oh my goodness. Yes, Sam. Y'all, this is my favorite question. So a way that you can do it is literally, y'all know the example where they say you throw noodles to the wall and see which sticks. Hey, I'm noodle, thrown to the wall, whatever stuck, right? So literally, friends, again, this is brick by brick. It is a marathon when you are in business. So how do you know what to offer without making a hard sell? One, just ask, right? But it's not a, what do y'all want from me? What product can I make? Where are you guys? I mean, eventually your business will get to that point where, listen, we're going to skip the cute stuff. Tell me so I can create it for you. But in the beginning, or if you don't want to do like a hard sell and a hard ask, listen, just make it fun. So maybe it's a reel on Instagram. Maybe it's a poll on LinkedIn. Maybe it's asking the Twitter community like, hey guys, how do you feel about this? A lot of those responses will begin to populate what you need to be building, what you need to be producing, and products you need to be making. So for example, for the O Show, when I first started making amazing t-shirts, I was like, I don't know who would be interested in this. So I made one shirt and I wore it every day. Like it was like my uniform, y'all. Wore one shirt every day and I was on live every day with my one amazing shirt. How did I know people wanted shirts? In the comments, in the DMs, I was getting hundreds. Oh, where's my shirt? Oh, I didn't know y'all want a shirt. I just made one for me. So then I started mass producing shirts and literally people were buying and supporting. Y'all, it was beautiful. But I didn't do a hard sell. I wasn't like, hey guys, want a shirt? I just wore it, right? So there's some ways that are covert where you could show it with a mug. If your thing is products, a shirt, a mug, just make one. Let people see it every day and watch. Your supporters are going to go, I want to get my hands on that. Or maybe yours is like modules, right? So I think of modules, classroom things, where you're teaching things. How about you just go live? Don't give it all away, right? I believe in people being paid for their knowledge. But going on live and sharing a snippet and saying, hey, if you would love to learn more, hit me up. And that's how you can literally begin to create that funnel. But yeah, make it real simple, make it cute and authentic to you. And you'd be surprised. People are fully prepared to support you. You just got to show up consistently so they can register it, if that makes sense.
I love that. Just make one shirt.
I literally made one shirt, Sam, and everybody's like, where's my shirt? I'm like, I only made one.
You know, one shirt, be that cartoon character, one outfit.
Right, in uniform, Sam. It was my amazing shirt and yoga pants. I kid you not, for like a year, just for showing up on live. But I loved it. You know,
it
cool.
Works. Like, yeah, let your customers, like, let your audience tell you what they want, because they will.
And will. They will.
Hopefully. Cool. Well, okay. It's already past 5. I wish we could just talk forever. But thank you so much, Ohavia, for coming on, sharing about your, your F-ups and how folks can pivot. Let folks know one more time, if they want to get in touch with you, if they want to learn more about your work, what's the best way for them to do so?
Yeah, absolutely, friends and family. Follow me at Ohavia Phillips. Listen, I follow back and I DM people. I also put emojis under people's pictures. I'm just that friend. Like, I'm the one that is like, love, you get love, you get love. I'm Oprah with the love. So yeah, follow me at Ohavia Phillips. Any questions you all have, I'll be more than happy to answer. I also have a PhD in giving free game. So let me know and I will tell you all the things where I effed up. And if it helps you, definitely will. And yeah, friends, at the O Show Live, particularly and only on Instagram, where you can get all the updates about future shows. And I'm so excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ohavia. And that another pitch, our next F-Up Level Up event, it's going to be July 28th at 7 p.m. So we'll for sure be on Zoom and Facebook Live. Maybe we'll think about some in-person stuff. No promises. Who knows?
Right? Who knows, Sam? I'm ready though. If you want to do it. If you want to do it.
Safety first. Okay. We're going to keep everyone as safe as possible. We'll see. So thank you so much to everyone who's joined us and everyone who's watching this video later on our YouTube channel, Advent Co-working Videos. Advent Member Talks. It's a weekly event. Each week features a different member on the topic of their choosing. You can join us here on Facebook Live at 4:30 on those Tuesdays. So thank you again. Everyone stay safe in this rain.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, do it. All right. Bye.
See y'all.